Hello and happy CofC Day. I'm so excited that you're joining us today to celebrate the college and give back. Today we're going to be cooking with Coach Grant and Chef Dornell. Let's get to it. All right, Coach, so why don't you tell us what we're cooking today?
Well, one of my favorites. We're gonna make some steak. We're gonna go with the steak hibachi.
Yum.
We got Chef Dornell today, so we got a lot of vegetables, a lot of spices, and we're just looking forward to getting started with a nice steak hibachi.
Delicious. All right, well, what's the first step, Dornell? What should we start by doing?
First step, we're gonna have Coach using his knife to cut the zucchini and the onion. And then we're gonna work our way over to the grill.
Now, could students expect to find something like this in Aramark's dining halls, or is this a special fancy meal for
Most definitely,
the
we
holidays?
do provide that for our students here, and they do get to have that experience here at Fresh Food.
So we got some onion, we also have some zucchini. What else are you guys going to be putting in this hibachi stir fry?
Well, we have chicken, broccoli, zucchini, carrots, and also shrimp.
All right, sounds delicious. And how long has Aramark been working with the college?
Earl been working with the college for a couple of years now. I'm practically new here, probably about a good year, and I'm loving it.
Awesome. Well, I believe Adam told me, who works for Aramark, that you guys have been in partnership for over 40 years, or around 40 years, which is crazy.
Yes.
Look at those nice chopped,
Nice
diced.
Well, I wasn't sure if he wanted me to cut them long way, more longer slabs of these zucchini, but I'm just thinking about my time at the Japanese steakhouse, and I'm trying to follow the lead for what I see those guys do at the Japanese steakhouse.
They're professionals. They can do it really fast.
I'm not as quick as them.
Hey, better to keep all 10 fingers,
I'm
right?
not as quick as them, but I get the job done. Do this one more here, maybe we'll be ready to rock and roll.
So is this something that you also make at home?
This ain't necessarily one of my favorite dishes to make at home. I mean, obviously, me and Chef Dornell was talking about it a little bit. As a father at the house, I have kids, he have kids. We do all the cooking at home. So I think that should be enough here in terms of our vegetables. You don't think we need this other zucchini,
No, we
right?
don't. We can go ahead and work our way over to the grill.
We got a good balance of
and
greens.
get started.
Chef Dornell, can you tell us what step number 2 is now that we've chopped up all those vegetables? What we're doing next?
Step number 2 is we're going to get into our proteins, which we have chicken, steak, and shrimp. Coach, you can go ahead and do your thing.
All right.
We go from there.
We'll start with the steak.
Awesome.
Good choice.
Yeah, start with the steak here.
So what would you say is your favorite type of meat out of these options that we have for your stir
Well,
fry?
it depends. I'm really a steak guy,
Mm-hmm.
but sometimes I get in a seafood mode, so I really like shrimp. But if I just had my choice, I probably would go with chicken and steak.
Okay. And Chef Dornell, this is the second step because while this is cooking and the vegetables are chopped, then we'll mix them all together?
Yes, that will be at the end part of it. And then we put everything together and make a nice plate at the end.
Awesome.
Yeah, we can throw the chicken on now.
Now here's my question for you.
Mm-hmm.
If you were getting a meal right now, would you take a piece of the steak? Is that cooked too well for you? Is that rare for you?
I would probably eat a piece of that steak. I think it's good.
Right.
Like, if it was well done, maybe not, but medium, I'll take it. I just do like the medium rare. And
Good choice, good choice.
And while we're cooking this chicken, just in case some people at home don't know, Coach Grant, why don't you give us an introduction about how long you've been at the college and kind of your experience working here as the basketball coach?
Yeah, I've been here now going on 7 years.
Wow.
And so time flies. Time really flies. I took the job 7 years ago. It was in the month of September. So the semester had started. And
Already in full swing.
yeah, really a late time to take a job, but was very fortunate to get the job. We've had a lot of great success with on the court and off the court. Extremely excited about the success we've had on the court, getting to the NCAA tournament, the NIT, a couple NBA draft picks.
Super exciting.
But what I'm more excited about is, we got guys in medical school and law school, and we got a sheriff over in Mount Pleasant.
Wow.
Guys really doing great things. So I'm extremely excited about what they've got off the court. But 7 years go by pretty quick.
Yeah.
And it's hard to believe it's been that long.
Got some more oil. And the last thing we'll be cooking is some shrimp.
My favorite.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well,
I'm
we
a
are
seafood
in the
guy.
South. Got to get some seafood going right by the coast.
That time I decided to dump it out.
Dump it out, huh?
All or nothing.
All is going to get cooked, man. I was okay. So while your steak is, your shrimp is cooking,
Yes, sir.
we can continue to add some veggies up top and keep all your protein sequence
Okay.
right to left.
So the next step after we've got the meat done is cooking the
We're
vegetables.
going to add the vegetables.
I'm gonna throw some broccoli on there as well.
Okay.
Those nice diced pieces, getting your greens in too. With things being so different this school year and this season, how would you say are some ways that we can support our student athletes since things have changed so much and it's already a big commitment?
Yeah, it's been an interesting year. I mean, with the student body, you know, the numbers, not as many kids on campus. And I know for athletics in particular, we depend on the campus, the president, the board of trustees to support the athletic department.
Yeah.
But I think with the shortage of students being on campus, you know, the budget got cut.
Yeah.
So I know our athletic department, Matt Roberts and Jamal, you know, Walton, those guys really done a great job to come up with a Cougar Relief Fund to offset some of those deficits in the budget. And our fans and our supporters have been unbelievable. And we need them to continue to support us this year because it's a different year. We're going to need all the help we can get from Cougar Nation and all our donors.
Totally. And that Cougar Relief Fund will help with different things since there has been a deficit in the budget and with different ticket sales or sponsorships to help cover and help those students continue with their scholarships and their training and their health and wellness, which is super important. Like you said, we want them to be successful on the court, but especially with those scholarships in their classes, we want them to be able to finish out their years here strong.
Absolutely, absolutely. Any suggestions, Chef?
So, Coach, right now I would add my rice.
Here?
Yeah, you can use the oil and the water to make your rice a little bit more tender.
So we got some oil in the rice cooking up next to our veggies and our meat. And then this volcano, I think our volcano is slowly falling
It fell
over a
over?
little.
Oh, no.
Well, we know it's really hot on this side of the skillet. What's the temperature over here?
Almost 200 degrees.
Woo!
So with that being said, let's go
Got
ahead and
such
hurry
a
up and get
cold-
that out the way.
Got such a cold winter here in Charleston. Got to heat up by this fire, right?
Yes.
Coach, have you lived here just the 7 years since you've been working here, or have you lived in Charleston longer?
I grew up in Charleston. I was born
great.
and raised in North Charleston. Graduated high school in 1996, went off to college, and been away for 20 years, you know, working in college athletics, and was fortunate to come back 2014.
So you know the winters down here. This is ideal.
Yeah, it's different. I'm gonna see, can I make a smiley face? That's what they do at the Japanese steakhouse. I don't know if I can pull it off, Chef. My smiley face won't
don't
look
think
as
so?
good as it is. I don't think
That
so.
fire was awesome. It's like we were at one of those steakhouse restaurants.
Thank you, Michelle. So what you want to do with your rice after you do that, you want to give it a flake, loosen it up.
Mix up those spices.
Yes.
I don't know, my smiley face. I couldn't get it. Low salt. I like a little more salt.
Hey, it all
I'll be high
tastes the
blood
same.
pressure. Right.
Just work it around, get a nice char on it.
Now, for our viewers at
We got a
home, would you
steak here.
suggest putting the rice also in a separate pan if they have a couple of them going on their stovetop?
Yes, I would,
You got
Michelle.
one with the meat, one with the veggies, and then the rice?
No, I would have, at home is different. I would have all my proteins in together.
Okay.
Yes,
Mix that flavor in.
yes,
Let
with
it
one
soak
pan,
up.
yes.
And chopping it up. Looks great.
All right, Coach, you got the hibachi thing going on. I see you.
It's hot over there. I gotta keep my hands moving.
Hey,
Yep.
man, I go through it almost every day, man.
Gotta keep them hands moving, buddy.
I'm immune to it now.
So, Coach, what's something you'd want to tell the fans, since not all of them can be in TD Arena this year?
I mean, I just want them to have a happy holiday, number one. I hope all of their family, all their loved ones are safe. It's been an unbelievably challenging year in terms of
Definitely.
the COVID and things of that nature. So I just pray that, you know, our fans and Cougar Nation and the student body just, you know, have a safe holiday. get a chance to enjoy their families.
Totally.
You know, and just tell them to stay positive, but also test negative. And so
that's a good
what I would tell
catchphrase.
them, yeah.
Stay positive, test negative. I love it.
So with
And
that being
how
said,
are some ways that fans can get involved if they can't make it out to the arena this year?
Well, you know, we got a very neat promotion we're doing in the Cougar Club where they can go and buy a cutout. So you can't actually be in the game, but you can have your face in the building. You can be in the building in spirit.
Yeah.
And they'll $75, you buy a cutout. You can buy one for you, you can buy one for your kids, your relatives, whatever.
Have people been doing their dogs or anything like that?
Some of them have been doing their dogs, and then they get a seat. And so when you're playing the game, you look around, there's actually there's someone
some
in that
smiley
seat.
faces.
Yeah, smiley faces, and we limited to 30% of fans. So those cutouts have been very helpful, and they can get that at the Cougar Club. You know, they can actually purchase one.
so with that being said, Coach, I'm going to add some sesame oil to your rice.
Yes,
give
sir.
it a little flavor. Just a tad bit, because it goes a long way.
Soy.
Yes.
I like to splash some soy on the
Some
all over
soy
my meats
sauce.
and stuff.
There you go. It's your world, Coach.
Just a little bit, not too much.
Time
Anything
for some
else you
mixes.
suggest we should do?
I'm not the expert chef. I think that's just Chef Dornell.
So that's not your expertise.
But is now the time when we're kind of mixing it all together? Or if some people want shrimp, some people want chicken, do you suggest leaving them separate?
I think you leave them separate.
Yeah, you can leave it separate. Itemize it. We're about to make a beautiful plate, and after that, Coach is going
I'm
to
so
devour
excited
it.
to try it.
Absolutely. Coach is going to be fine. Hadn't eaten any lunch. Now, I would say this, you know, what one of my suggestions would be, you can separate the steak every now and again. Some people will say, hey, give me a little mixture of a steak and chicken. And some people might want steak and shrimp. But I'm just thinking for me right now, I think I want steak and chicken, so I'm going to go ahead and put me something
mix
over
them
to the
together?
side. You see?
Yeah.
Go for it.
Yeah.
So right now, we should be ready for a plate up,
You ready?
because everything should be done now.
Got some of that seasoned rice with the oil and the
Add some more
soy
rice to it.
sauce. Got to
Couple
make it
shrimps
look
got
good.
caught in there.
Yes, ma'am.
So now, how about some chicken and
Some chicken and steak.
steak here?
And after it's all on the plate, is that the final step, or are there more things and sauces to add on top?
Yes, we do have sauces to add. We have yum yum sauce, and we have duck sauce over there that Coach can add to his meal. And this is our final plate.
Well, now the real fun part, besides cooking, getting to try the food with this beautifully expoed plate. But before we dig in, Chef Dornell, why don't you tell us a little bit about the sauces that we can add on top?
Yeah, we have the yum yum sauce and a duck sauce that you can have on top and enjoy your meal with it. It brings out more flavor.
And so would you say, are either of them spicy? Is one of them thicker or creamier? What would you like, and what do you suggest?
I would go with the yum yum sauce.
Okay.
It goes well with the flavors inside the dish.
All right, Coach. Well, do you want to try one of the sauces? Just grab a bite of the meat.
Yeah,
off
absolutely.
the bat.
I
We
guess
got
I
some
can
silverware
do that.
here.
I mean, I'll dabble around a little bit. You know, we got a couple guests in the back that really want to eat the meal, so I'm just going to eat maybe a shrimp or two and maybe a piece of steak. But I'll definitely do that.
And
See
I'm a
what we
big
did.
fan of vegetables, so I'm ready to try some of the zucchini that you got here. Looks delicious.
You go first.
Oh, all right. You did all the work, though.
Well, I had some help. You know, I had some help from the chef here. Pretty good.
That is good.
Pretty good.
A combo of the spices and the soy sauce. Yeah,
Try
let me
this
dip
yum yum
one of
sauce,
these.
Yeah, you gotta try the yum yum sauce.
This is the yum yum.
Can't have a bocce without the yum yum.
Wow.
Have
That's
you
really
had this
good.
sauce before?
Every
That's
time
really
I
good.
go out.
Now, are both of these sauces available in the dining halls usually, or mostly just for this special occasion?
For the special occasion, but when I do have the menu, I do order the sauces to go with it.
Love it. Well, if you don't already have a meal plan, you can come down to Liberty Fresh Foods and maybe you'll get some steak hibachi with some yum yum sauce from Chef Dornell. And after your delicious meal and all that hard work, you got to still finish with some dessert. So, Coach Grant, is this your go-to?
Wow, this is my go-to. Some Haagen-Dazs, vanilla. But you told me we were going to have some apple pie, some hot apple pie. What happened to that?
We only have so much time for cooking on today's show, but tune in next time and maybe we'll make some apple pie with Coach Grant. And we hope you guys have a happy CofC day. Let us know if you cook any stir fry or have some ice cream to celebrate.